Hey everyone and welcome. Today we're diving into a quick snapshot of the Cardano ecosystem, and wow, there is a ton of activity buzzing on all fronts. We're going to cover a lot of ground and pretty fast, so let's just jump right in. So what in the world connects a restaurant, a totally new way to launch a token, and a really urgent warning? I know, it sounds completely random, but these three things actually give us a perfect window into the innovation, the real-world use, and just the incredible speed of the Cardano ecosystem right now. We're going to connect those dots. So we're kicking things off with something you can almost touch and feel, one of the most tangible examples of a crypto project making moves in the actual physical world. This is the story of angel finance, and it starts with digital rewards, but believe me, it ends up somewhere you could actually go and visit. Check this number out. 32,056 ADA. Now, that's how much Angel Finance just paid out to its token holders in the last month alone. And yeah, that's a solid payout. But the really fascinating part is where that ADA actually came from. So where did it all come from? Well, it was a mix. The biggest chunk, over 19,000 ADA, that came from their world mobile nodes. Totally standard. But a pretty big piece, about 12,500 ADA, came from this temporary treasury boost. And here's the thing, that boost was only ever meant to last for 3 months, and this was the last month. So suddenly, there's a revenue gap that needs to be filled. And that's where this comes in. This is the plan to fill that gap. The project's huge goal is to open a completely self-sustaining restaurant. The idea here is that over time, the revenue from this real-world business will not only replace that temporary boost, but it'll actually compete with their digital node payments. You're talking about a powerful, long-term, real-world income stream for the protocol. And look, this isn't some far-off dream. This is happening right now. The deep clean is already done. They've passed the fire inspection. The point of sale system is ordered and on its way. Literally, all that's left is the final health inspection, and the team is pushing to get the doors open by the end of this month. All right, so from bricks and mortar, let's pivot back into the purely digital world. We're going to look at Atlas now. They're a perpetual DEX, and they're trying to solve one of the oldest, most annoying problems in all of crypto. How do you launch a new token without it immediately falling off a cliff? And man, are they moving fast. The team is targeting a testnet launch in just 6 to 7 weeks, with mainnet going live about 2 months after that. This aggressive timeline is actually a really key part of their whole strategy, and it provides the perfect context for their super innovative take on tokenomics. So this gets to the heart of a problem I'm sure you've seen a million times if you've been in this space for any amount of time. A new token launches, everybody gets excited, the supply just floods the market, and then the price completely collapses. It's a tale as old as time. Atlas thinks there's a much, much better way. And here's their solution, side by side with the old, broken way. Instead of just dumping all the tokens on the market at once, they release them in these controlled stages. And each stage is directly tied to a real development milestone, like getting the testnet live. The whole idea is to build real demand first and then control the supply to meet it. You avoid that dreaded, dead chart scenario completely. And when you do it this way, the benefits are pretty clear. First off, it protects the price. It also perfectly aligns the interests of investors with the actual progress of the project. This attracts what they call conviction capital, investors who are in it for the long haul because they believe in the vision. And maybe most importantly, the money they raise goes directly into building the product and deepening liquidity. Okay, everybody, I need you to listen up for a second. We're going to switch gears hard right now. This next part is a super important time-sensitive alert, and it's for a very specific group of people in the ecosystem. If you're holding tokens from Flux Point Studios, you're definitely going to want to pay close attention. I'm going to be super direct here. You need to take action. Specifically, if you have agent or shards tokens and they're currently staked on the Anvil platform, this is for you. So what's this all about? There's a voluntary claim coming up for the new cMATRA token. It's a simple one-for-one swap. But here is the single most important rule. To be eligible, your agent and shards tokens have to be in your own personal wallet. I'm going to say that again. They cannot be staked on any platform. They must be in a wallet that you control. So here's exactly what you need to do. Step 1, go to the Anvil platform. Step 2, unstake your tokens as soon as you possibly can. I mean, the staking program officially ended back on March 18th anyway, so you should do this now. And then step 3, just hang tight and wait for the official claim portal announcement, which should be coming in the next 1 to 2 weeks, as soon as they finish a final security audit. All right, now that we've covered that urgent alert, let's zoom back out for our last piece today. We're going from a specific user action to a massive protocol-level vision for the entire future of the ecosystem. We're talking about Indigo Protocol and what they've got cooking. And the team, well, they're not holding back. They are calling their upcoming V3 upgrade the most significant in the protocol's history. That is a huge claim. So what's really going on here?
So V3 is bringing some massive changes under the hood. For example, there's a new peg stabilization module. That's all about making sure the synthetic assets, the I assets, actually stay tightly locked to their real-world prices. It also allows for native interest to be earned on those assets, and it'll accept multiple types of collateral. The big picture goal here is to make the entire system way more capital efficient and self-sustaining. But here's the kicker. As huge as V3 is, it's actually just the groundwork. It's just one piece of a much, much grander plan. And that plan is called the Indigo Innovation Proposal. So what is this proposal? Well, the idea is genius in its simplicity. Indigo is planning to generate revenue from really advanced stuff, like institutional tokenized assets and new Bitcoin Fi products. And then they want to take a portion of that revenue and contribute it directly and perpetually to the main Cardano Treasury. You see, what they're trying to build here is this amazing positive feedback loop. Like the team says, they believe this kind of structure can become a whole new standard for the entire ecosystem's long-term health. It's a world where successful protocols are actively funding the public treasury that's going to support all the future growth. It's a pretty incredible vision. So think about where we've been. We started with a restaurant generating real-world yield. Then we talked about launching tokens the right way. We had an urgent alert for users. And we ended with this grand vision for funding the entire ecosystem's future. It really just goes to show you the sheer diversity of what's being built right now. And that leaves you with a really exciting question, doesn't it? If this is what happens in just one little snapshot of time, what's next?